All right, I'll be back. I gotta go check on some things. But it's looking like Toronto is starting to get into a rhythm. They're coming back. Julie Van Lowe playing against her old team last season. It really should have kept her. Honestly, I can't even do that. I really have to actually do this. I think Chicago is about to be going into halftime as well. Both games started at the same time. Yeah, not just yet. We'll do that. Just let me. Yeah, so Chicago is fighting back. Oh, let's take that closed caption off. All right, they're at commercial. What are we doing? This thing should be, yeah. And I'll be back.
Birthday, Daddy. We love you. Go, Mercury.
X Factor, please join Jordan and London in wishing their dad and our head coach, Nate Tibbetts, a very happy birthday.
The WNBA app, built by Deloitte, is your home court for all things WNBA. Stay in the game with the latest schedule, where to watch, game alerts, so much more. Scan the QR code to download now. Nogic already with 14 points in this first half. Make it 15 as Phoenix continues to mop up at the line.
Yeah, I'm sure that Chicago is feeling that they've gotten called for some fouls. They've got 13 fouls called against them to only 6 for the Mercury.
So getting a lot of help with the charity tosses, 37-28.
But if I'm kind of Marsh in this coaching staff, you go in the locker room and you say, okay, we may be down. Copper's going to get called for the foul there. Diggins hit in the face.
Yeah.
But what's separating this game? Uh-oh. Diggins is running off.
Oh boy. Let's take a look at him.
She gets that hand up.
Previous players under official.
You know, whether it's an elbow, cut both Williams and Copper at the same time. That's tough.
And Diggins, holding her face, went right to the locker room as the officials will take a look at this one.
But if I'm Chicago, I'm saying they've only hit 2 more threes than us. And look at how many more times they've gone to the free throw line. Yeah, they've out-rebounded us by 11, but we are in this game because we've hit 10 field goals. They've only hit 9.
Right, so shooting right.
9%. So if I'm Chicago, certainly you don't want to, have a comeback in the second half, but they're a team that can do that.
So nothing upgraded. Common foul on Copper. There's a good look at Diggins. Glad she's okay. Annie, 2.5 minutes ago, it was 28 apiece. Chicago had come back from 14 down to draw even, and now 37-28, a nice Mercury run.
Yeah, and it's the fouls that have hurt Chicago, but also the rebounding. They've only had kind of a one and done, and the rebounding by Phoenix has helped keep them have that lead.
Phoenix has kept the Mercury keeping the Sky very quiet on the boards, as you mentioned, Annie, and not a ton of points in the paint for Chicago. And that's been a real point of emphasis for the Mercury defense as well.
Yeah, it certainly was a key because they've got such big players and versatile players that can get in the lane. Oh, good defense right there.
Diggins returning to the locker room again. She went down the tunnel, came back to the bench, now to the locker room area again. We'll keep you posted.
Oh, the offensive foul on Elizabeth Williams. Elizabeth Williams in her 12th year, the older sister of Mark Williams, who's sitting across from the Chicago bench, who plays for the Phoenix Suns.
Good look at Mark.
Mark, one of his aspects is rebounding. It's what Elizabeth does when she played at Duke. She was a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, setting great screens, a great rebounder.
Koulibaly with that foul. I mean, you look at what Williams did last year with the Sky. They were so banged up, 16 different lineups. And what she did in terms of rebounding and blocking shots, Annie, she just set the tone and said, we're just going to keep grinding.
Yeah, she got the team with 39 blocks. And even with Angel Reese on the team and Cordoso, and Williams, even though doesn't get the minutes, right, it's about 21 minutes last year, but just so efficient.
So obviously, and God, it's more obviously news around the WNBA when Chicago traded Angel Reese to Atlanta. A lot of folks thinking, what are the Sky doing? And yet they reload with some great veterans via trades, free agency, and of course you mentioned it, Hawkeyes via the draft.
Yeah, they have. And it's a team that really has come together pretty quickly. Koulibaly is known as a developmental player. He's come into this game with an impact for the Sky.
I like her game a lot. Nogic gives it up. Matt wants nothing to do with that dribble. Kyle will let her loose. And that's got to help the cause in the confidence department for Copper.
Well, really one of the first open shots that she's taken and had time to take behind that screen.
Jackson wheels, steals, just short on that shot off the glass. Thomas wants to push.
Bonner 5 rebounds, Thomas 5 rebounds, Matt 4.
Wow, just a bowling pin action right there as Koulibaly goes flying on the hip check by 18.
Marsh not happy at all.
No, he's not.
Out on the court.
Goubian getting an earful from Marsh, who's going to get teed up. He's protecting his players.
And sometimes Alyssa Thomas can be very difficult to officiate against because she is so physical. She plays the same way all the time. Koulibaly is off balance anyways, and I don't think that was anything malicious because Koulibaly was running shoulder to shoulder and was off balance.
Biggest lead of the game, you're looking at it for the Mercury. Thomas, as soon as Koulibaly started stumbling, Thomas had the trademark grin on her face as she went in for the uncontested layup. Folks have seen that grin.
Nobody's even about playing the game.
And Thomas, now with the 5 points to go along with 5 assists, 5 rebounds. She's the triple-double queen. We'll keep track of that.
Yeah, certainly the Sky trying to find somebody that's got the hot hand. Putting the pressure defense.
Nogic closing out. Oh, what a stick by Bannon from deep.
Bannon can give you the hot hand, and they're certainly looking for Rakeem Jackson to get going too.
Nogic played good defense, and Bannon said, how do you like me now? Copper, Nogic, can she do it again? Short into the hands of Nogic.
She's smiling the whole.
So this 2 games in a row, Rachel Banham isn't chasing rebounds. 2 games in a row, Rachel isn't chasing rebounds. If you have bad knees, If you're old and all of this other stuff, then perhaps you need to retire and just only play an unrivaled or something like that. It's good. You got a 2-for-1. There's 2 games in a row Rachel Banham has not chased rebounds. So that's what you wanted. Going to halftime with momentum. You completed your 2-for-1, a 3, and then a 2. That's great. The lead isn't insurmountable.
State Farm.
Not all kids become goats.
Are you kidding me?
Because goats aren't just born, they're raised. And that all-time part of greatest of all time, it includes the future.
All right, so they're at halftime. Get this going. It was something I needed to do. Well, let me see. I gotta make my coffee. There's something I needed to check on.
Celebration of AAPI Night, honoring the rich traditions, cultures, and communities of Asian American and Pacific Islander heritage. Now, get ready for a traditional Chinese dance performance symbolizing power, wisdom, and good fortune. A celebration meant to bring prosperity and luck to all. Please welcome your halftime entertainment, Twin Tiger Dance Group.
Asians. That was nice. That was real nice. That was real nice. That was real nice. Let me clown. Let me see something real quick. I know they're losing their mind over this freaking game. Like, how dare you? No. No. So Drake made a song called WNBA. Oh God. Okay. Just remember who was doing this first. I was the only one ever making WNBA content. And everybody else started following after that. I told you I'd do everything first. And then they get lit and everyone else want to start jumping on it. The original. Look at that. Brutal. She's a clown. Brutal. She's a clown. Caitlin Clark goes Superman. She's a woman, not a man, you stupid retard. Caitlin Clark, like, say she went Superwoman. He don't want to say that because he's so gay. He loves penis too much to ever remove penis from the equation. She's a woman, not a man, you fat retard. All right. What else do we have going on? Look at her. She's trying to get you to focus on the freaking the NBA, and that's why there's only 203 people watching. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. 32, 8 points, 19 in the fourth. Don't matter. She walked away with the L. And she was getting sent to the free throw line in the fourth and a third. Doesn't matter. You walked away with an L. You took the L. You took the L. So in this game, they're going to be blaming Stephanie for everything instead of also pointing fingers at Caitlin Clark. And everyone else. Everyone should get the blame for that loss. Everyone. Everyone should get the blame for that. Boy, I make the best thumbnails ever. Like, no one makes better thumbnails. No one. And I started doing AI thumbnails for anyone. I make the best thumbnails ever. It's not even close. It's not even close. Oh, let me see the aces.
The crossover, Carter to the basket.
My goodness, Kennedy Carter making a highlight reel.
Under 5 to go in the second. Carter the steal. Off to the races. Carter finishes for Vegas.
I just want people to watch. Kennedy Carter beats two.
And they tried to ban her from the league because Caitlin Clark threw an elbow at Kennedy's face and started barking at Kennedy running up the court. She then gets down on the other end and tries to push Marina in the ribs, and Marina pushed her arm away. And so Kennedy said that's strike three and floored that chick. And because of it, they tried to ban her from the WNBA. Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Absolutely cold-blooded. Ridiculous. Wait a second. What did Kennedy Carter... Man, what did Kennedy Carter do? Like, can we get the stats? I gotta go to the WNBA app. Let me see something. Like, can I look at the stats? Can we see what Kennedy did? No. I don't want to watch that crap. Mute that. Go up. I just want to get to the stats, you retards. All right, come on, let's go. Let's get to the stats. Why is this thing on Connecticut? Let's get to the stats. So Asia put up 45, Kennedy put up 18. And of course, this thing is bouncing every time I touch it. 83%, right? So she was like, oh, they're trying to make this team Kennedy's team? Watch this. Watch this. So that was a vanity game. On top of her going to the free throw line how many times? Come on, dog. You see, every time I touch it, it does this. And what are we doing here? Look at this. Every time, this app is so trash, y'all. Look at this. Every time I touch it, every time I try to swipe, it's doing dumb stuff. The app is so trash. So they sent it to the free throw line 13 times. Kennedy went 12 times. Damn, dog. I know Connecticut, like, is clear. There's 2 games in a row they've been sending the aces to the free throw line left and right. You can't watch stuff like this. 32 free throw attempts. 32 free throw attempts. Did they try to balance it with Connecticut? How many times did Connecticut go? Only 15 times, and they're playing at home. Only 15 times, and they're playing at home. This league's so trash right now. This league's so trash. This league's so trash. That's 2 games against Connecticut where they tried to hurt Connecticut, the league, because Connecticut tried to fight to prevent them from selling their team to an NBA owner. The first game, they called 1,000 fouls on Connecticut, wouldn't give Connecticut really anything, and then tried to balance it out at the end of the game. And then before the game started, the WNBA put out the release of the full fact that it's official that they sold the Connecticut Sun, just to shove it in the Connecticut Sun's face, the fans' face, just to shove it in their face. And in this game again, 15 free throws for Connecticut, 32 for the Aces, cold-blooded. There's no way Connecticut should have won this game. The Aces won this game. Why? Because they got sent to the free throw line 32 times. They got 32 free throw attempts. That's why the Aces won. You can't respect it. Trash league, yo. Trash league. And that's wild that I got to say that, because I'm the first one on YouTube to ever do WNBA content. You understand? Ever. So, but what we're witnessing is trash. What we're witnessing right now is trash. Pure trash. Pure trash. Are y'all back? Okay, they're back. The Sparks are back. All right, so let's look at the Sparks game until Chicago gets back.
To the 10, the left hand, and no, they wipe it off. It's going to be an offensive foul against Milic, trying to clear some space there.
Just kind of like football there, right? The runner's coming through and you're just going to clear the way. Sykes read the block very well.
If you're with us towards the end of that first half, you saw Kelsey Plum had a buzzer beater. That one got wiped off. Ball left her hand after the buzzer. Here's Hamby, the up and under. And so now the Sparks have 48. It was a 48-38 lead at halftime when we went to break, but they took the 2 away from Plum. And now Hamby gets it back for LA. Here's Sabali. She's played a good first half, and it looks like we're going to jump here from Sabali and Wheeler.
And Sabali's been solid. Hamby, the contact early, get physical, when she just uses that contact as a pivot point to just dig in and find some open space and get herself to the backboard.
So Conde going to come off the Toronto bench and replace Milic. Sabali and Wheeler. And Wheeler is going to take the violation here. And it'll be Toronto basketball. And it's interesting with some of the interest in the front court. We saw it the other night from Toronto with Tiani Keegan in the start. She didn't play much. Just about 8 minutes in the start. And Milic in the start lineup tonight, she's not playing a whole lot as well as Conde has been quickly up off the bench. And they need to reset the shot clock here. I think they're saying they want to put 11 up there.
Well, their bench has done an outstanding job, good tempo, putting points on the board. 15 points off the bench. And with Marina Bagley with just 2 points, she's only taken 5 shots in this ballgame.
You know as well as I know here, she is a player that can get going in a hurry. Them take Rodgers, maybe coming off the flare.
Another foul.
We're going to have, I think there's another clock situation here. So they put 7 on the shot clock. Kevin Fahey, our crew chief tonight. over at the scorer's table. And so now they put 5 up there. And they put 7:57 on the game clock. So there's 5 seconds left. Now 7 seconds left. They adjust now on the shot clock. 7:57 on the game clock, third quarter here. Sabu back to Alma. Sabu on the slip. Gets her on the rebound. Gets foul though. And Ogwumike. Over to Plum now. Plum in the front court. Is sealed by Hamby. Gets it right at the 10. Sox comes over and picks up the foul on the weak side.
The combination of Plum to Hamby is just magical. A great connection head up. And LA has needed this. That is Plum with the assist, being more involved already. 6 assists in this ballgame.
How about the front court of the Sparks? 39 points on 15 of 19 shooting. That's Burrell, Ogwumike, and Hamby, the starting front court tonight. Sykes will try a 3, and that's short. It bounces out of bounds.
Yeah, the Temple lead hard on their perimeter. They've got 4 terrific guards. Yeah, Condi did that because she's a natural outside versus inside kind of contributor for them, despite her size being called on to guard Ogwumike.
Burrell. Hamby looking back door for Plum. Picked up by Sabu on a switch. Plum in the paint. Oh! The head fake and the lead. Kelsey Plum. She's got none.
Kind of a hello and then goodbye.
Mabry at deep 3. Maybe her best look tonight. Doesn't go for it. This foul going to go the other way. It'll be against LA. Erica Weaver.
In a lot of traffic. Again, just finds some open space, spins right.
All right, so we got freaking Marina Mabry back where she was drafted. She was drafted by the LA Sparks in the 2nd round. All right. And she needed to improve her game. And so something I told her to do while she was in college, she needed to get with a ball handling coach. She listened and started to train with a better ball handling coach, while also training with Arike Gumawale to become a better point forward. And I was making that video her junior year, telling her what she needed to do. She listened, but she had to get it much better in the WNBA, so she got stronger at it. And that's when you start seeing snatchbacks and BTB snatchbacks and hezzies and all of that stuff. But so yeah, so definitely helped her out. Let me do this. Let's do this. Let's get back to the goal. Let's go to the goal. Where you at? All right, let's go.
She and Copper injured to start the season last year.
And a big rebound by Chicago.
And Cloud missing on the
Bro, what are you
mid-range.
doing? Go. All right, let's go.
The kind of players that he has brought in this season.
Matt draws the foul. Looks like Cloud got her.
And that's a play that we did not see from Phoenix and Natasha Mack last year. She got the ball, she was looking to kick it out.
You're right.
They got it down low to her, and they expected her to make a move and take the shot.
I'm going to go back to Marsh for a second, Annie. He also talked about how his team is playing with a chip on their shoulder. You know, everybody was kicking dirt on them last year. They were 10-34, but again, just decimated by injuries.
Yeah, and the fact that they made that trade with Angel Reese.
Yes, huge trade, bold trade, and a trade at this point that a lot of folks now are kind of saying, hey, this club is looking good roster-wise. Here's Cardoso. Great defense by Mack.
And a lot of the teams have changed certainly because of the new CBA. There's so many players who were free agents, and they really kind of chose where they wanted to go.
And you can see that really with Chicago. The Mercury, not so much. They have a lot of these international players on training camp and rookie contracts, but the veteran core coming back.
Well, the big thing too is a lot of people have said, well, you don't know who these players are from overseas. Well, you look at the American players, they've all been playing overseas for the last 5-10 years of their career. So they all know each other.
Damn, those are some weak screens. They tried it with a stagger, a little ghost stagger, weak. Then set her with a little pin screen to get her open at the top. That's weak. Oh, they bailing her out with a foul. Yeah, that's weak. Damn, those are some weak screens. Just lazy screens.
Foul. Yeah, absolutely. And again, that's a confidence from our teammates.
Fourth foul on Cardoso. Let's get a message from our friends at State Farm.
Damn, 4 fouls on Camilla. That's crazy. Get her out, put in Elizabeth Williams. And that's going to be better for Chicago anyway because Elizabeth is just a better overall player than Camilla right now. So in terms of skill, she's more skilled offensively and she can still block shots like Camilla could block shots. So you're not missing anything. So just get her out of the game. You can get some mid-range shooting from Elizabeth. You're going to get block shots. She's better in a low post and high post, more polished. Go ahead, Camilla. You got to get your game right. You got to get more polished, Camilla, more polished.
50-37. Again, free throws have been the story in so many aspects for this Phoenix team. Look at Cloud.
Smart. That's a big vet move. Get to the free throw line. Get to the free throw line. That's a big vet move. Big vet move. Get that chick in foul trouble too. It's real simple. Real simple.
Takes advantage, attacking.
Nah, and that's how you do it because I think they were in a 2-2-1 defense. And so you attack the seam. You attack straight up the middle. They can't close quick enough. So she attacked up the middle, was able to get Natasha Mack into a foul trouble. Good rebound. Damn, did she miss both of those free throws?
Yeah, a lot of people were surprised that she didn't get picked up earlier by the team.
All right, so once again, they're playing matchup zone defense. Started out as a box zone, and then it morphed into a 3-2. Yeah, things are kind of funky right now for Chicago so far this game, and the WNBA didn't do them any favors. Gave them 4 road games to begin the season, 4 straight road games to begin the season. You know, just stupid people making these schedules, a dumb scheduling department. How do you do that? Now, maybe by the time they get back, the training facility will be ready. Maybe that's what it was, but you don't do stuff like that. You got them on a roll 4 straight times in a row, 4 road games in a row. So yeah, Chicago is kind of tired right now, but you got to dig it out and figure it out. Just because you're tired, don't get them this win. Come back to Chicago 4-0, undefeated, and figure it out. But it's clear things are a little bit rough right now.
Rest of the game, or just in terms of returning with that eye injury sustained in the second quarter.
Yeah, which is going to be okay. But that's true for the officials. They want to be consistent too.
That's a good point. Jackson trying to take the pick from Williams. Nothing there on the roll. Look at the defense by Matt. Jump ball.
Yep. So what you saw was a hybrid zone, which allows players at the top to chase and to switch. So it looks like a zone, but it's really man, woman to woman. So it's a hybrid. Anytime you can always go right back to a zone. That's a foul. You got to call that. You got to call that. Girl, stop. Stop, Alyssa. You so basic. The hell out of here. Yeah, call her for that. I think Phoenix think they're going to win this game. They're real cocky right now. Like, it look like Phoenix, like, don't get it. Like, you might get embarrassed. You might seriously get embarrassed and lose this game. Boom. Like, they're real cocky right now. They think they're going to win this game. Who told you were going to win the game? This game isn't over with. It's still early in the third quarter. Right? Yeah. Sometimes you got to fight for your players, Tyler, and challenge that. Challenge it. See, but that's kind of risky, challenging screens. Going over screens, he's going to challenge it. Yeah, sometimes you got to listen to your players and challenge it, man. I don't think he's going to challenge it.
Cloud is John. So inbounding Bonner.
Get that rebound. Who told y'all was going to win the game, Phoenix? Like, y'all real cocky right now. Who told you that? Who told you that? She thought they were going to get her for a foul. Crazy. All right, Chicago, woman to woman, woman to woman. Woman to woman. That's also a foul. Who told you were going to win the game, Phoenix? Who told you that? Like, y'all real cocky. Who told you that? The hell out of here. That chick trying to get to the free throw line. Get it right back. Get it right back or get a three. They're trying to get him a win on his birthday. We don't give a damn about his birthday. We trying to come out of here with a win. I don't give a damn about your birthday. That's a foul. That's a foul. Get that right back. Split it. They're in the 2-3. You got to lay that thing up right, though. You got to lay that up right, Rakia. Come on. That was a 2-3. She split it. You're not supposed to be splitting 2-3s. But they're so old, Phoenix. They're old that they don't want to really lock it down like that. Right? Crazy. Who in the hell told that chick? Who in the hell told them that they were going to freaking win this game? Crazy. Rakia got to start finishing at the rim. Like, you get it right there. You got to finish. You have got to finish at the rim. What are you doing? That chick took 13 free throws to get that. Crazy. And that was all about trying to establish that it's her team and not Kennedy's team. Because Kennedy is all over the graphics. Everyone talking about Kennedy. They're not talking about Asia. So this was all about trying to show, she was trying to wrestle that attention back from Kennedy. That's all that was. And there's no way they would have won that game without all those free throws. No way. I hope Connecticut is pissed off right now, the fans of Connecticut. Pissed. Pissed. Yeah, I hope the fans of Connecticut is pissed. Super pissed. Oh, he didn't let Lucy play. Damn, I wonder why. Man, Lucy not worried about it. Lucy just won a championship in Australia, the second most competitive league in the world, and she won 6th Woman of the Year. Lucy fine. Lucy just fine. She ain't thinking about that stuff. She's going to stay in this league as long as she's healthy. She's fine. And she'll always be accepted in Australia. She's fine. Lucy not worried about a damn thing. Not a damn thing. All right, come on. Nah, so it's something else I noticed now that I'm streaming. I'm not getting a lot of viewers the way like I was. And that all has something to do with the Caitlin Clark video I made with the herpes. So this is them not amplifying my channel when I live stream. They're not amplifying it. And so I noticed that. But it is what it is. I'm fine with it. You know, I'm gonna make that video. Like, if you're gonna punish, you're gonna try to punish my channel. And all these crazy videos I'm seeing from other people and crazy thumbnails, right? Like Angel, they got photos of Angel Reese with cross eyes or eyes sticking out to each side, like crazy stuff. Like, no, we're not doing this. You got people with thumbnails lying on players saying things that they never said. No, you're going to try to hurt me in the algorithm, then I'm making that video public again. And they're going to look at a thumbnail with Caitlin Clark with herpes all over her face and body. I'm gonna make it public again. So we can do that right now. As soon as this game over, we make that public. You think you're going to try to hurt me in the algorithm? I'm going to punish that hoe. I'm going to punish that hoe. I'll make a video tomorrow morning with this chick with freaking rotten teeth. I'll put a dildo in her mouth. Play with me if you want to. You think you're going to punish my channel? And all of these retarded thumbnails I'm seeing, this horrible content on YouTube, porn on YouTube. You got porn on YouTube. You got people using the N-word on YouTube, white people. And you think you're going to try to hurt me in the algorithm to protect that little dumb little hoe? You crazy? That video getting public soon as this stream done. And tomorrow I'll make a video clowning this chick, clowning her with a filthy thumbnail. Play with me if you want to. We can both play these games. We can both play these games.
And the foul difference, 21 fouls against the Sky, only 11 against the Mercury. And Copper did a nice job cutting the baseline. Looked like it was going to be a nice reverse. Williams was standing right there, and unfortunately got called for the foul from the Sky. Her third personal.
Copper a perfect 6 for 6 from the line. Did not jinx that one in. Copper with the 14 points. Nogic leading everybody.
All right, good. I'm happy Sydney Taylor is in the game, so that's good. That's real good. So we get on. Rachel is only in that game to spread the floor because that chick is pure trash on defense. So, right. So that's a 3-2 zone, which if they're playing that extended on the perimeter, then yeah, you're supposed to go by them. But she probably should have passed that to Rachel for a nice 3-point shot. But if they're playing a 3-2 zone like they were and they were extended on the perimeter, playing it pretty tight, you're supposed to blow up the 3-2 by driving. That was just too much dribbling, right? That was too much dribbling. So what you want to see from Rakia got to get a better hang dribble. She got to get a better hezzy. She got to get her some punch dribbles. Because those were basic crossover moves she was doing. Basic between the legs, BTLs, real basic. So yeah, Rakia got a handle. She got a nice handle. But with a situation like that, you trying to chop her up with all of these BTLs, that's basic stuff. They're not going to fall for that. So it's got to be a quick BTL, then hit her with a left hezzy, and then go behind your back with a BTB into a right punch dribble, and then step back or something like that, or a nice little hezzy from right to left, punch dribble with the left, BTL, left to right, hit her with a right in and out, hezzy, come on in the inside, mid-range shot to get to the rim. It's something you can do than just all of these freaking tweens. Like, well, those are basic tweens. It's basic BTLs. Like, you got to mix it up.
8
points and a huge rebounding advantage. Phoenix has not allowed that to happen at this point against Chicago.
All right, come on. Go. Right, that's a mismatch. You got mismatches all over the floor. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Yeah, get the rebound. Forced in a foul you. That's a foul. Get to the free throw line. Simple. And y'all got to get to this fourth quarter only down by 10 or under 10 somehow, some way. You got 3 minutes, 42 seconds to do that.
Per game.
Yeah, sure, had 2 rebounds in that first half. But what a special player she is. It was number 3 pick by Chicago in 24, coming off a national championship. 2 national championships.
That's a foul. There you go.
24.
They didn't give her that call. They didn't give Rakia that call. You got to reward her. With that type of hustle play, you're supposed to reward her. That she got bumped. That was a foul. That's when you would like to see Tyler Marsh cussing out the official. That was a foul.
Full point for the Sky this season with Reese having been traded.
Like, that's the whole point. Like you got to stop crashing on her. You knew all she was looking to do was to spray. She was looking to kick the ball. Stop crashing on her. Who cares if she scores 2 points? 3 is greater than 2. What are you doing? Now get that 3 right back. Like, come on, wake up. Stop crashing on that dumb chick. If you don't crash on her, Phoenix is dead. They're dead in the water. They're dead in the water. Look, you got 3 players crashing on her. Stop crashing. Like, it's the dumbest thing in the world. Stop crashing on this chick. When you don't crash, Phoenix is dead. They have nothing. They're waiting on you to crash. They're waiting on you to collapse so she can kick it to the corner. That chick is pure trash, Alyssa Thomas. Trash. What are you talking about? Come on.
But we saw the first game against Las Vegas, which I thought she did a terrific job of helping Alyssa Thomas handle the ball.
See, and there it is. That's what they're waiting on. That's what they're waiting on. All she's there to do is to draw attention and kick to the corner or to the wing. That's it. The most predictable offense in the WNBA. Too predictable. And these people keep crashing. Good pass. Come on, dog. You can't be missing that. You getting paid too much money. Like, what are we doing?
Ayayi doesn't want the pick.
That's a travel anyway. That chick traveled anyway. This ain't France. This isn't the Euro League chick. That chick traveled anyway. Get the hell out of here. I got love for that chick, but she traveled.
Right now sitting on 2 points, 5 rebounds. She's a double-double machine.
That chick got 2 points. 2 points. Crazy. All right, so that's a stagger. But that was a weak stagger. That was a weak stagger. You got to set that a lot stronger than that, Rakia. That was a weak stagger, man.
Tibbetts, a proper birthday present. Ayayi.
Yeah, of course. You can score anything on Rachel. Rachel is one of the worst defenders in the WNBA. She's a physical defender, but she's one of the worst defenders, period. Period. Yeah, send it to the free throw line. Obviously, that's a matchup zone. It was a 1-3, morphed into a 3-2, then went to a 2-3. And she attacked it on a 2-3, which is not ideal, but she was able to do it anyway and get to the free throw line.
Taylor to the line.
I'm so happy I didn't watch that freaking Connecticut Sun Aces game because I would have been frustrated watching that, seeing how they're cheating for Asia Wilson. Brutal.
Set 7 p.m. Eastern. Sydney Taylor with her first career points in the WNBA.
Out of Louisville, undrafted.
Remember those. There's the flip, Linskins, extra pass.
Now offensive foul, Linskins not able to control herself, getting called for the offensive foul.
Her second. Chicago must be just hanging around, and maybe they've got a run in them in the fourth quarter. They were behind by a ton before tying this game at 28 apiece in the second quarter.
Oh, nice play.
There's your
and more foul.
Yep.
You know, one of the things Dave Tibbetts has talked about is that we can't foul, put them at the line, especially when they're shooting the basketball. But Taylor, who had a career high 31 at Louisville, capable of scoring, shooting the three, but showing her speed, getting to the basket, using that left hand off the glass. And this is an advantage for the Sky. They're stopping the clock. They're getting points at the line.
There's a long way to go in this thing. Taylor's been a great boost off the bench. 5 quick points for the youngster. 67-56. About 15 left to go in the third. You can't get sloppy if you're Phoenix. Copper missing at the rim.
Now we talked about runs, and right now the Sky looks like they're on a good
Nice step through.
With that extra Euro step.
Nice step through. That wasn't a Euro, just a nice little step through. Nice.
Marsh was looking
You got
for
step throughs,
yourself a
you have step throughs, and you have step ins. And you could step through even if you're not a post player. So you got step ins, you can do a step in jump shot, and you also have step throughs. You could pump fake and then step through, or you can pump fake and then step in. So I'll educate y'all about that a little bit later.
had a notion. Now here's Taylor.
Educate you on that a little bit later.
Beautifully executed. Cardoso to the line.
Yeah, next time, finish that.
fouls can turn on
All right, so now you got another opportunity for a 2-for-1, like you did going into the half.
There's the activity that you'd expect from Cardoso as Mac picks up her fourth. Hawkes has been sitting a lot. She'll check in. And Cardoso can get going in a hurry. She is a load at 6'7". This is the first free throw.
Oh, thank God. Get Rachel Banham out of there. Come on, because she's a liability on defense.
Cardoso, 1 of 2.
Well, we've said all game long, both teams have struggled shooting the basketball. Certainly the Sky much better, 39%, 36% for Phoenix.
Hawkes with the quick hands. Copper almost losing the handle. Koulibaly. Copper again almost losing the handle. Not getting rid of it, getting it right back. Busted play. Busted play. Ayayi.
Go, Sydney, go.
Allowing them to come down as easily as they did with Cloud.
No, that was a great look. But you did what you needed to do. You went into the fourth quarter only down by 10. If she would have made that extra free throw, then obviously you're under 10. But that was a great look. Great look by JC. You just got to make it. Great look by JC. Just got to make it. You just have to make it. All right, so let me educate y'all on step-ins and step-throughs, right? So I got to teach y'all about basketball, y'all. I got to start teaching y'all about basketball. That's what this channel was doing. Okay. The difference between a step-through and a step in shot in basketball or maneuver. Let's go. Step in and step through and step in refer to two distinct basketball concepts involving footwork, one primarily for finishing, creating space near the rim or in the post step through, and the other for shooting rhythm and balance. Now you can do a step through outside of the paint as well. And And you can do it with an up and under outside of the paint. But anyway, step through. Often called step through move or step through. This is a finishing or post move that uses legal pivot footwork rules to create separation from a defender, often after a pump fake, gather, or in the paint. How it works: after picking up your dribble and establishing a pivot foot, you step around or through the defender with your non-pivot foot. You can then lift your pivot foot to shoot or pass without putting it back down before releasing the ball. This is not a travel because the rules allow lifting the pivot to shoot pass. You just can't put it down and take another step. All right. All right, let's get to step in. Step in. This refers to shooting footwork, particularly on catch and shoot or off the dribble jumpers, where you step into the shot for rhythm, balance, and power. How it works: typically a 1-2 step. You plant, load on one foot, and step forward in with the other to square up and rise into the shot. It transfers momentum into the jumper. Common use: catch and shoot situation, pull-up jumpers, or rhythm shooting drills. Key benefits: creates forward momentum in the shot for better consistency and range as opposed to a pure hop or stationary jumper. It's all about footwork. So you see that? There's a difference between a step in and a step through. So what Koulibaly did was a step through and not a Euro. She thought it was a Euro. That was a step through. Okay, but you can also use step ins for mid-range shots or even three-point shots. Right? So there's a difference between a floater and a runner. There's a difference between a floater, runner, and a teardrop. You also have leaners. Just things I got to educate y'all on, man. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
We have embraced her, and they know what she is capable of doing. They've seen her play overseas, but you love the joy that she says, I've never played in front of this kind of crowd, and you feed off this kind of energy. Cardoso just making a move, 16 points now for her. Or I should say Jackson. It's been 5 points for Cardoso, but she's getting the ball inside.
Fourth quarter, just getting started. Hawkins picks up that foul. Her first teams for 69-61. Chicago very much in this thing.
Koulibaly. Don't do anything stupid to get them into the freaking bonus, because that's what they want. Come on now. Wake up. You got to win this game.
Quarter with both teams.
Ayayi with that quick first step, just going right through the defense.
And it's 11 minutes. She's got 8 points.
The lead is 10. Hawkins.
Nice.
She's relentless and fearless.
Nice way to glide into the air and hit it with a little quick clutch, a little high clutch. Nice.
Figures, yes. Copper with the baseline. Not much room to operate. Finds the cutting Bonner with the deuce.
Well, how she got that pass to Bonner was incredible. Because she had
Nah, y'all got to get some stops, man. Like, you're scoring on offense. You just got to get some stops. That's how you dig into the lead, man. Like, what are you doing? You got to get some stops. Come on. Go. All right, get that back. Like, good. He's keeping Camilla in because he needs to be able to get her confidence right, but you have to teach her post moves. Where's her hook shot? Where's her post fadeaway? Like what are we doing? Like, this chick needs post moves, y'all.
Cold shooting though continues for Copper, 73-65. Look at that.
I must have missed something. Skylar Diggins must have gotten injured. Did she get ejected? What happened to Skylar Diggins? I had to have missed something. Yeah, like, damn, did Skylar get injured? I think, damn, what the hell? I'm wondering how come I haven't seen Skylar.
Back with 4 blocks.
me. And don't get moving on the jump ball, so we'll go to the Sky.
So, yep, the Sky will take possession. It's a 73-65 Mercury lead, 7:47 left to go in the fourth. Runner! Cloud! She lets out a roar. She'll go to the line for an and one.
The Sky being very aggressive. They're going inside. They're attacking with their guards, creating fouls. We said that the Mercury has dominated the free throw line, but in this fourth quarter, the Chicago Sky has flipped the switch.
Cloud is into this one. And look at the score now, 73-60.
Okay, all right. So Skylar Diggins, they said, got a head injury. They said she got a head injury. So I missed that when I went outside. Damn, they said she caught a head injury. Damn. I told you how talented Chicago roster is. The fact that they're doing this and Skylar has an injury and they could win this game. And look, this is still without Dejanay, Azra Stevens, and Courtney Vandersloot. What? Listen, I told y'all Chicago has the best roster in the WNBA. They're doing all of this without Skylar, Courtney, Dejanay, and Azra Stevens. And Camila Cardoso isn't having a good game on offense. Think about that. That's serious. That is serious. That is freaking serious. Let's go back here. Let me make sure. Let me do this so y'all can see. Come on. Come on, baby. Damn. There we go. She has been active in... Dude. Damn, wake up, Grok. I just Googled it, and it's on my other device, and it said that she caught a face injury. There it is. Yes, Skylar Diggins was injured, hit in the face, the eye. She was initially listed as questionable. I guess he decided to go. Oh, so Kalia Copper hit her. Okay. Freaking Kalia Copper playing dirty. That little ugly, nasty looking chick playing dirty with all that white woman hair in her hair. This chick is African, true African dark, the way you're supposed to be, with white women hair, looking like an idiot, and as unattractive as they come because she trying to be a butch stud. Don't want to glam up with this dumb white woman hair on. It's the most ridiculous thing in the world. Stupid. I'm going to get me a bust down, and the bust downs are lazy as hell. No inspiration behind a bust down. Even when white women do bust downs, there's no inspiration behind it. Sometimes it's necessary, other times it isn't. It's the laziest thing in the world. I'm getting me a bust down. And then that freaking wig came off of one of those games last year. She started looking stupid.
Phoenix, double team, quick hands by Chicago.
Bro, they're just so quick to call that. Like, Tyler will not freaking challenge anything. Now, in his mind, he wants to hold on to that. Let's see. No. That's a foul. That's a foul because you grabbed her arm first. You touched her arm first. That's not going to happen.
17 free throws in the second half so far by the Sky.
That was
7 for the Mercury.
So they flip that script big time, and they're starting to collect points in the paint. Why did the first half? Not anymore.
Told you. That's all she want to do. She has nothing. She's looking to kick to the perimeter. That chick's so trash. She got exposed in the finals, man. Trash. But she's really mainly trash in this system. See that? Step through. She's really trash in the system. The system is what makes her so trash and so predictable. She's not a threat on the perimeter, right? So she's looking. Wait a second. Yeah, there you go. See, he had to wait until she held her face. They wasn't going to call it. They were going to let Phoenix get away with that foul. It took her to hold her face for them to be forced to call it. They were just going to let Phoenix run away with it, let Nate Tibbetts get his little... No, we're not doing that. Not doing that. Not doing that. Alyssa Thomas, dog. Alyssa be getting on my nerves, y'all. That shit be getting on my nerves. That chick be getting on my nerves, man. Look at that. Come on. That was on purpose. That was on purpose, y'all. That was on purpose. You little dumb retard. That's why you got 2 torn shoulder labrums. That's why you can't shoot a 3, you retard. That's why you can't shoot a basic midi, you retard. That's why you shoot your free throws with 1 arm, you retard. Dummy. That's why the only thing you can do is drive into the paint and try to kick on the perimeter because you trash, because you got 2 torn shoulder labrums, you retard. Because you're selfish and arrogant and egotistical and you don't want to get the surgery done because you don't want surgical scars, you retard. Idiot. That's why you eat coochie, you retard. That's why you eat Dewana Bonner's skinny, bony, skeleton booty, you retard. That's why you be tongue kissing a skeleton, you retard. The hell up out of here.
They're a young team and they're very athletic. And then the tempo, keeping it tough. They had their first win the other night, but LA's getting right now. They're looking for their first win, even though there's still a lot of time left to go in that game. And you know the Aces against Connecticut. Connecticut has struggled, and they still are not have a win under their belt.
So the offensive foul that goes against Thomas, that stays, but a common foul. AT picking up for 4th personal foul.
So the defense has really got to change.
That should have been a flagrant because that was on purpose.
But you know the Sky right now, they've done a good job. With Diggins out of the game, right? That's been a big plus. I mean,
You got to start wearing a mouth guard, Kalua Bali, man. You being around certain chicks doing dumb stuff. Look, just blew by her. Just blew by that hoe. Just blew by that hoe. That hoe be letting that skeleton put a strap on, bust her in her booty hole and her coochie. Then she be putting a strap on, murdering that skeleton in the bedroom. Hell up out of here. Them 2 strap-on chicks scissoring each other. She's scissoring a skeleton. The hell up out of here, you dummy. Ain't nobody falling for that. You got to dive on that floor. You got to dive on that floor. Let her get that rebound. You don't want that thing to go out of bounds. That chick be busting a skeleton in the booty hole with a strap on. And then the skeleton be busting her booty hole and coochie with a strap on. Idiots. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You got to have players to get you out of sticky situations. That's Rakia.
That this is exactly what they did to Golden State, who had a 17-point lead. As Phoenix has had a 17-point lead.
And Nurkic back on the floor.
By Nurkic.
She didn't even need to swipe down. Natasha, you didn't even need to swipe down. She was going to miss that. She was going to miss that layup attempt anyway. Ooh, Lord, Dejanay. Dejanay just showing everything. Dejanay showing everything, son.
JC Sheldon, but Cloud has been a difference maker. We know what she's been doing in that point guard position. She does come out. But Hawkins can handle the ball. We've seen Jackson handle the ball, and certainly JC Sheldon is another terrific ball handler.
Nurkic, a perfect 8 for 8 from the charity stripe. 9 for 9, 24 points. Nurkic.
Well, the only other one in double figures for the Mercury is Copper with 15, and most of those points are off the free throw line.
75 apiece. Jackson just kind of throws it up.
No, she was trying to draw the foul, and the referee should have got it. He was about to get a technical, Tyler, because that was a foul. That was a foul, and they didn't call it. right? So you have to call that. Wait a second, that was a foul. That was a moving screen. So that's 2 fouls the referees didn't call, right? So this is what you call home cooking, trying to do him a favor for his little birthday, also home cooking. That's a moving screen. And on the other end, Rickea Jackson got fouled and they didn't call it. That's why Tyler Marsh is blowing up on the sidelines.
The initial call from the official Broomfield was that the basket was good.
Dude, that's a clear moving screen. You can't move your body like that. You can't bend your body like that. That's an illegal screen. What are you doing? You have to call that. And that was the foul before she took the shot off, before she released it. What are you talking about? Right? So when you see stuff like this, just know that this is by design. This is planned. This is home cooking on purpose. And in hell, why not? Let's do Nate Tibbetts a solid for his birthday. This is cheating. Either these referees are taking the over or the under, parlays, doing a solid at the behest of... Listen, what are you talking about? That's an illegal screen. You can't bend your body like that.
So right now we're trying to figure out if the foul was called on Sheldon.
You can't bend your body like that setting that screen. You can't do that. That was illegal from the jump. From the green light, that was illegal. Call it. When you see stuff, just know you're seeing cheating. When you see, look at him, gay as hell, bending over like a hoe. Bending over like a prostitute. That's a faggot. That's a whole faggot. A real man don't bend over like that. Don't bend over with his legs spread like that. That's a whole faggot, man.
So if I'm Phoenix, though, too, and Cloud comes back into the game because Cloud has been a difference maker.
I agree.
She's got 5 fouls. I think you got to attack her and try and get her to pick up that 6th foul. And you've got Thomas and Mac, both with 4 fouls for...
What are you talking about? That chick fouled JC. What are you talking about? Little dirty referees. Your little ugly freaking one-hand push shot. Little nasty hoe. Hit Kalua Bali in the mouth on purpose, then did an illegal screen and got rewarded for it. You dumb hoe. Stupid idiot. Let's go.
Thomas in double figures now to go along with 8 rebounds and 6 assists. The lead is a deuce for Phoenix.
But she's only had 1 assist in the second half.
Jackson.
All right, you got to make that. That was off of a flare screen. You got to make that. Come on. Good defense.
He's improved and scoring.
What a vet. A rookie vet.
I guess. Nogic knocked it on the door of a 30-point game. She's sitting.
Yeah, so at this point, you got to have a conversation with Rickea Jackson. Now, that was a nice flare screen. She was open, but I think they should have gotten a 2. I think you could work it where you can get a 2. Now, it makes no sense why Camilla is still in the game. You should have Elizabeth Williams in the game because you can trust Elizabeth on offense more. Now, if he's just thinking about 6'7", all of this length, I can get more rebounds with her than I probably can with Elizabeth. That's one thing, but you also need offense. And Camilla is extremely predictable on offense. She's not polished at all on offense. Now, that doesn't mean she can't score points. She's just not polished. Elizabeth is polished on the low block and the high block, and she can hit the mid-range shot. She can also defend and block shots, right? She's just not the rebounder with the intimidating height that Camilla is. So you need offense right now, and you're still going to get defense. You should put in Elizabeth if she's not in foul trouble. But Camilla's in foul trouble. So this is about culture. This is about instilling confidence in Camilla, and he's willing to risk it all to show her that I got you and that you need to work through these things. So if Chicago wins, then it pays off again for Camilla. She has a coach who believes in her. It paid off. Chicago won. If you lose, then you need to be questioned about why didn't you play Elizabeth Williams more in the fourth quarter, knowing that she's the better offensive weapon. And you're not going to miss anything on defense because she's a great shot blocker. So this is about a confidence thing, and you can't be playing games like that, right? Are you trying to win or aren't you? Right? So are these just teachable moments for you? Is that what we're dealing with? Moral victories, teachable moments, culture building when you're supposed to be winning? Like, no, like, come on. So it's things you got to learn, man. Do you want to win or don't you? Because if you really want to win, you will put Elizabeth Williams in the game.
State Farm assist of the game. Copper has one dime tonight, Annie. It's a good one.
Yeah, great penetration, which...
And Myers Drysdale is an investor in Unrivaled. I mean, in the Upshot League.
Basket, or 8 point, I should say.
79-75. Phoenix with the lead over Chicago. The gritty sky just refusing to get blown out. And
nice corner three screen. That's a nice corner three, right? So they call that a corner and three screen. Nice.
What a heck of a play on the...
You set a down screen for the cutter. She's wide open in the corner. Good rebound.
A chance for Chicago. On the Copper miss.
And we said that Phoenix is going to have to make shots. They're shooting 36%. And also, Chicago has more shot attempts than Phoenix does. We talk about possessions in this game. It's been the sky.
Nice, Rikia. Nice. Nice fade away. Got to have players that can get you out of sticky situations. Let's go. Let's go.
8 points now. She and Nogic have gone toe-to-toe.
Good rebound.
Rattling out.
Yeah, and as effective as Natasha Mack was inside, only 5 rebounds. And early in the game, we saw Phoenix getting a lot of defensive rebounds and offensive rebounds.
Nice.
This guy continues to get inside.
Oh, JC, you should have went up with a teardrop. Good defense. Good defense. She was trying to get a call. Good defense. JC should have went up with a teardrop. She should have went up with a teardrop. Those were good moves by JC. She just, that shot IQ, you got to go up with a teardrop over her. You got to hit her with a teardrop, and it would have worked.
Has just been lighting it up, especially in the second half.
Yeah, Jackson has 6 points in the first half. Diggins has gone out of the game, and Jackson has been on fire. She is looking for the mid-range shot, looking to get to the basket. She goes underneath, scoring inside, looking for the three-point shot. She's knocked down 3 threes. She's 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Got some rebounds, but she has kept the Chicago sky hot.
Jackson's high is 30. She's got 28 right now. Her career high in triples is 6. She's got 4. And to your point, Annie, when Diggins goes down, and she is a prolific scorer, savvy veteran, as good as it gets, she goes down in the second quarter taking that inadvertent pop to the face. And this young woman, Rikia Jackson, has taken over.
Well, and what's the Tyler Marshall talking about? The unselfishness of this team and the sacrifice that they have. And they don't care who's going to score. They want to get a win.
Over 11,000 here at Mortgage Matchup Center, called the X Factor, trying to will this club to a victory.
Chicago trying to get 3 in a row, going 3-0. Phoenix.
All right. Off of those 2 double screens, and really those were 2 staggers. A nice little stagger. Oh, damn. All right. Don't matter if she missed it. It really don't matter anyway. You're all right. You're all right. You're sure-handed. He probably should have dressed Maddie Segrist he didn't think he was going to need Maddie tonight. He probably should have dressed Maddie. I know looking back at it, he's probably going to wish he did that. It activated Maddie tonight. But he didn't know Skylar was going to go down with an injury. He didn't foresee that. Yeah, probably should have dressed Maddie, and Maddie would have been able to be a better defender in that situation down low.
3 minutes left to go with this game. It's going to come down to defensive possessions.
Double 13 points, rebounds. Sheldon. And now Jackson dumping it inside. Cardoso with no shoe.
Good.
Where she did, she threw a shoe. That pink thing went flying.
Did a nice job being patient on the offensive end. Cardoso at the high post, dropping down. She was one-on-one, spread the floor, and Jackson's able to get her the ball.
Uh-oh, them A2s slippery. Thank God she has her ankles taped. Those A2s slippery, boy. Those A2s slippery. They're slippery.
With the 5 fouls. With 2:42 left. Cardoso with one more toss trying to tie things up. And does. Oh, what a game this has been. Multiple double-figure leads for Phoenix, but Chicago just would not quit grinding. Nogic slips it inside, and there's the follow-up.
You can never let anyone get that deep, especially not right now. You can't get that deep in the paint. Not that deep. That's a foul. That's a foul. And she fouled out. Good. She's fouled out. A high IQ, big time vet move by Rakia. Attacked her on purpose to get her in foul trouble. Yeah. You didn't need to do that. She should have located and attached herself to Natasha Mack and took away that window, because Nokic, she was never going to score over Camila Cardoso. She was not going to score over Camila Cardoso. Yeah, get that goal. That's the dumbest thing in the world. You can't be at the line. What are you doing? Can't be at the line. Let's go.
Jackson, she's got the 29 points, but misses a chance to get Chicago tied. Connor, huge triple, not there.
That's Chicago ball. That's Chicago. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. That's out on Kalia Copper. That's out on Kalia Copper. You have to do that. What are you doing? That's out on Kalia. Tyler, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's out on Kalia. What?
Stepping back, left-handed, kissing off the glass.
Yeah, he's going to wish that he activated Maddie. He's going to wish that he, and Tyler, man, at some point you have to challenge something, dog. Right? So we're dealing with the game management part of being a coach, the 4 traits. At some point you got to challenge something. That was off of Kalia Copper. That ball went out of bounds off of Kalia Copper. You have to challenge that, right? If you challenge that, Alyssa doesn't get an opportunity to make that shot. You have to challenge that. What are you doing? Come on.
Early in the game, and we said that Phoenix is really struggling shooting the ball under 38%. 40%. Still 2 games in a row, not shooting the ball well. 23-61. They were hot early on with the threes, but they were 6-21 from three-point range. But it's the free throws.
There it is.
34-37. They missed 3, but shooting over 92%.
34 for 37. Now we've seen Chicago get a lot more free throw attempts and make a lot of them in the second half, but still the discrepancy favors at this point.
Well, Chicago's done a much better job scoring off their field goals. 29-66. They're shooting 44% from the floor. They are the same at the three-point line, 6-21. But they have shared the basketball a little bit more than Phoenix has in this game.
Still a ton of time left to go. Dumping it inside, Cardoso, Bonner. Hawking her. Here's Hawkins. Rashawn busted play. Nothing called. Toronto wanted something. She's not getting
Damn, dog.
And Bonner.
That's crazy. That was clearly a foul. That's cold-blooded.
Thomas spinning. Thomas scoring.
What a move.
All right, you gotta score quick. You gotta score quick. It's got to be. All right, come on. That's too much time y'all taking off the clock. Oh, Rakia, you should have just went up. Good hustle play. Damn. Good hustle play. Go. Go. Oh, all right, good. Y'all got bailed out.
On that one. Hot potato.
Really good defense by the Phoenix Mercury, and just swarming down low. And
That was a high IQ shot by Alyssa Thomas. Nice.
88-83.
Got her with a nasty little post fadeaway up and under. Nice.
Chicago won.
Well, Tyler, that's on you. That's on you because you didn't challenge. You had 3 times you could have challenged things that could have went and that would have went in your favor, and he didn't challenge it. So that last one, you had to have challenged that because that was off of Kalia. So right now the score would be 83 to 86 because Alyssa Thomas would have never made that shot on Kalua Bali. Why? Because they would have never had that opportunity. Okay. Also, the referees screwed them because that was a clear illegal screen set by Alyssa Thomas and they let her go to the free throw line. But this is an impressive game by Chicago considering they're missing 4 players, right? So this is extremely impressive. You don't care about moral victories. What you care about is wins. But what this will show everyone that Chicago really has the best roster in the league. I mean, truly, they have the best roster in the league. The fact that Skylar is gone, no Dejanay, no Azura Stevens, no Courtney Vandersloot, and you almost won this game if it wasn't for some bogus calls by the ref or non-calls and Tyler Marsh not challenging at least 3 different situations where he could have Chicago won this game.
Phoenix team, and they had the X Factor crowd behind them for support.
4 double figures for the Mercury.
Get that ball in.
Possession here for Chicago. Jackson steps back.
That's game, y'all. That's game. That's game.
Is going to outrun.
That's game, man. That's game. That was a nice escape dribble from Rakia Jackson. That's game. Why? Because Camilla's in the game, and you know Camilla isn't going to do anything. That's a placebo, right? So Chicago is playing with their arm tied behind their back. It's 5 against 4. It's 5-4 because Camilla is a placebo. They're not worried about Camilla, not in a late game situation like this, late in the clock situation like this. She's shoot the mid-range. She's not going to be a threat from the perimeter, and she's not polished on the interior. So she's easy to defend on the interior because she's not polished. So you just got her out there to say, I've instilled confidence in her. She knows that I believe in her. Like, what are we doing? And maybe they say, you know what, if we come back to Chicago 2-2, that's great. or 3-1, that's great. And yeah, true enough, but you can't do that. You mean to tell me you're going home with a challenge? You didn't empty the clip. You didn't empty the magazine. You're supposed to go home with no challenges and no timeouts. Every bullet is supposed to be spent. This dude is going, no, he's not going back to Chicago. They have another game on the road. You're going on the road to another game with bullets left and you didn't achieve anything. They gave them 4 road games in a row to begin the season. That's cold-blooded. Yeah, and why are you fouling? Why are you fouling? Like, come on, you're fouling the wrong one. That's crazy. So now the score is going to look more crazy than what it should have looked like. So it's just dumb stuff like this, man. Like, what are you doing? You challenge that and then to just be doing all of this stuff right now, right? So unless you get lucky and she misses both of these free throws and you can call your little quick reset or your timeout, you're kind of screwed. And he keeps putting her back in the game. Now I understand he wants to get that rebound, but Elizabeth can get the rebound. Unless Elizabeth is in foul trouble, she's fouled out, I don't know. But this, once again, this is bad game management, bad rotation, bad substitution, bad poor. And so the whole point of putting her in the game meant nothing because she didn't even go after the rebound. I can't watch this, y'all. I can't. I'm out. Stupidity. Stupidity. Right? So like I said, you can have the best roster all you want, but you will lose games if your coach is stupid. If your coach does stupid things like Fernandez is doing stupid stuff in these games. What are we doing? These games. Get this crap off. Get this. This crap.
So, where she got with that.
Off of this TV. Off of this phone. Trash. You're trash. I just wasted my time. Pure, total trash. That coach is stupid. Right? This dude is out here trying to build culture within the game and willing to lose games for that. I'm going to show Camilla that I'm all about culture. I'm going to instill culture in her. Crazy, man. Oh, what are we doing? Crazy, dog. I'm talking about makes no sense. No sense. So far, the Upshot League is more fun to watch. I'm serious. The Upshot League is just more fun to watch right now than the WNBA. And we don't got all these dumb little ticky-tack calls going on. We don't have any of these little stupid ticky-tack fouls going on in the Upshot League. And they have their own referees. It's called refology. Their own officials. Never officiated in the WNBA before, which is great. So they're not corrupted. Yeah, so far the Upshot League is just the games were more exciting. Referees weren't in the way. Yeah. And you see how Kathy and them didn't want to merge. They didn't want to merge. I mean, not merge, but they didn't want to, essentially merge, with the Upshot League to make them a developmental league. They didn't want to do it. First of all, they didn't want to give Jacksonville an expansion franchise, right? So we formed this league. It was years in the making anyway, but that was the part of it that just set it all off, right? That was the tipping point, if you will. And so, boom, let's go. Let's get this league going. And then they went back to the WNBA and said, do you want to merge and we could be a developmental league? And the WNBA didn't agree to it just yet, right? So they said they talked to the WNBA, but they never said that they would do it. So it's sort of like how Unrivaled asked the WNBA to become partners in the WNBA, turn them down, right? So, when you have a league like this, we'll just run over you. We'll run over you. Okay, we're going to get to 50, 60 teams anyway. We'll run over you. Volume wins. The giant wins. It's not a David situation because you're not a holy. You're not a holy league. You're not holy like David. You're not anointed like David. So you can't, and we're not evil. We're not Goliath. We're just a giant. Understand that you're going to lose, right? You're talking about 50, 60 teams. That's too much volume for you to win. End of, right? And so that's what it is. Killing the WNBA right now. The game was beautiful. Both games were competitive, high scoring, beautiful. The referees stayed out of the way. What? That's Kristen Williams, right? That's the #1 player in the country coming out of high school. A first-round draft pick by the Washington Mystics, went through her injury, and all she needed was someone to believe in her. Now she's in the Upshot League looking great. Diamond Johnson. Diamond must have went off. Diamond Johnson had 30. Diamond Johnson was projected as a first-round draft pick until she transferred. She decided not to declare, and she transferred to Norfolk State, dominated in the HBCU, but the WNBA punished her for going to a HBCU. So let me get this straight. If she didn't go to Norfolk State, she was projected to be a first-round draft pick. She transfers to Norfolk State, and she doesn't get drafted at all, not even a training camp invite. And she dominated at Norfolk State. Punished her for going to a HBCU, right? So this woman should have already been in this league a long time ago, right? So that's what it is. So, yeah, she put up 30. Deja Kelly did everything the right way, and Becky Hammond still waived her. Okay, so she goes to Athletes Unlimited, builds up her game there, and now she's in the Upshot League, and she put up 30-plus points in the Upshot League. Let's go.
Greensboro tonight. I'm serious. I feed my family with this, so don't play with my.
Just doing it the right way, man. Let me see. Just doing it the right way. Just doing it the right way, y'all.
Okay, go.
Doing it the right way. Freaking Kathy Engelbert hated, and we got a sold-out crowd, right? They sold out all of the tickets. Had a fan fest today. Both home teams had a fan fest. Beautiful. Stars at the game. nice broadcast partners, nice television partners from Scripps, which is Ion, 15 games, local, YouTube, 50 plus other games televised and streamed, or 50 other, not 50, but it was something, 50 something they said. I forget what that was, but maybe that's including the playoffs. I don't know, but they said something, 50 something. I don't know what that meant, but anyway, yeah. So like, you're an idiot. WNBA, you're an idiot. You had an amazing opportunity for this to be the official developmental league, and you got greedy and said no. So now we're going to have 50, 60 teams in markets like Arkansas, in Iowa, we're already in Tennessee, in South Carolina, right? In Toledo, Ohio, in Cincinnati, in New Jersey, in Pittsburgh, like in New Mexico, Nebraska. You people gonna look real stupid like idiots. All you had to do was merge. You didn't want to merge. So now you're looking dumb. We're too big to merge. It's gonna be too big to merge. You're an idiot. And everything just looked better. Outside of the, the uniforms, because of the shoulders a little bit too wide. But outside of that, everything just looked better. The whole game day experience was better. The games were better. And it was free flowing without all these crazy whistles. This Greensboro, North Carolina. Look at everybody. Look. Kathy got to feel so. Oh, that's Donna Orender. That's Andy Kaufman, baby. Let's go. This is amazing, y'all. And a beautiful thing about it, I told everyone about this league before the Upshot ever really told everyone about this league. And just here on day one, when the Upshot League announced it locally, I went on my CFWB Guy YouTube channel. I told everyone about this league. I have so many videos about this league from last year. Just preaching about this league, and just to see it, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I'll give you a kiss if you let me sign.
That's beautiful, man. Super excited. She didn't do anything for a story. Just super excited about that. Man, I know Deja Kelly feels so good. Deja Kelly feels so good. She like, WNBA, you could eat it. You can eat it. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
A room. Please join me in welcoming Captain Betty Digby.
Oh, man. Donna Orender voice going out because she been promoting this league all week long, and her voice is finally giving out. Her voice is finally giving out on her. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. What am I doing? Let me go to Deja. Let me go to Deja real quick. No, we'll wait. We'll wait. She should be really, really excited about what happened. Let me type in Upshot League. I know that's there, but I just want to see what people are saying on IG. Let me see. All right, so we got some people sharing some things. That's good. Yeah, super excited about that. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, they even got the apps for each team. So you got the Upshot League app, then you got the apps for all of their teams. The apps are on iOS, everything like that. So that's even amazing too. Let me type in Upshot League. Let me see. That's wild, man. Oh, shut your old ASS up. Let me block this goofy chick. The hell up out of here. I didn't see Rhea Marshall on the Upshot League roster. Unless I missed it, I didn't see that. That'll never happen. WNBA, all this does, this makes the WNBA they gotta come crawling back. Because the Upshot League, everything was perfect for them. Everything was perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Both games sold out. They had Fan Fest. They did everything you're supposed to do. The games were competitive, high scoring, beautiful. The referees weren't interfering. Everyone had a great time on a Friday night. Like, WNBA are idiots, man. Just flat out idiots. And that's what happened when you're greedy, man. You get greedy, you end up hurting yourself. And people think that the WNBA can't fail, and then they end up failing. Like, damn, I didn't think that. I didn't think the WNBA would fall. When you get greedy, you will fall. You can fall if you get greedy, man. Right? And I'm not saying it'll be the end of the WNBA. It'll just be the WNBA. We thought the trajectory was that high, upward, and they end up plateauing. And then, boom, they fell off. They're still around, but who would have thought the WNBA would have reverted back to how they were in 2004? You know, so, but that's what happens when you get greedy. When you get greedy, bad things happen, man. Bad things freaking happen when you get greedy. Right? I just want to read some of the comments. Both of these games did good so far. This was on Zoya Productions. They're part of the owners of the Upshot League. So that got 2,000, and this is on a WNBA night, and they still got 2,000. And I think the NBA was playing too, and then that got 3,000, which is great. So this will keep getting more views throughout the weekend, and this is great exposure. Both teams, Upshot League is now over 1,000 subs. Now they can start making money, right? So they could use YouTube as a revenue stream. So this is great. This is just great for them. They got the Upshot League apps for every team. They have one of the best websites I've seen in the world. They're just doing everything the right way. They're doing everything the right way. Let me read some of these comments. I already liked it. Okay, so they were live streaming. There was a lot of comments live streaming. I might have to watch that on my phone. I'm just super happy. Everyone is happy that everything worked out. Super excited about that. No. They're not gonna show two games at once, right? So they're not gonna show two games at once. That's not gonna happen. Not right now. And this helps Zoya out. Zoya can get to 1,000, and they could use both of these. Now, what's got to happen eventually? These teams will have to have their own YouTube channel. I saw one for Greensboro. Greensboro started their own YouTube channel. So that's going to help Greensboro out. And eventually all of these teams will have their own YouTube channels, and which is great. That's great.
Tonight when the Jacksonville Waves hosted the Charlotte Crown in the inaugural Upshot League season opener. The Waves are the first professional women's basketball team in Northeast Florida. It was great to see Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen and his wife Ashley sitting courtside at the game. It's quite fitting that the first ever points for the Waves was scored by Jacksonville native Ribble alum Renata Davis. Commissioner Donna Orander sat courtside to watch the league she founded officially begin. 4 minutes remaining in the opening quarter, Madison Groove steals. She pulls up for the three-point shots perfect. The Waves led 33-28 after the first quarter. Second quarter, Taylor Soule driving towards the basket. She's fouled for the and one opportunity. Despite leading most of the game, the Charlotte Crown rallied late. The Jacksonville Waves, they lose 103-95 in the season opener.
That's a lot. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points. Well, it looks like the Chicago Sky are taking it pretty well. The loss pretty well. They're smiling.
A historic night for Jacksonville sports now in the books. Professional women's basketball has officially arrived here on the First Coast as the Jacksonville Waves took to the court tonight for their inaugural home opener against the Charlotte Crowns at VyStar Arena. From a sold-out crowd downtown to an electric atmosphere inside the building, fans packed.
It was sold out, but it was also people who didn't show up. So all the tickets were sold out, but people didn't show up. So you got the Iron Man thing going on, a lot of activities on the beaches, a bunch of stuff going on. So they bought the tickets, but some of them didn't show up. So next time you want to see, if you buy tickets, you want to be in the seats, right? So you buy tickets, you want to be in the seats, right? So me and my sister, we're going to go tonight, but they were all sold out. So you buy tickets, you want to be in the seats, or somehow you should open that stuff back up. And that's how it should be. But I'll be at the next game, the next home game, and I'll go live. I'll stream at the next home game. I think it's the 24th, the next home game. I think it's the 24th or something like that. So I'll be at the next home game. But yeah. I mean, come on. You buying tickets, be there. Like, be there. Or just open those seats up. Open those seats up. So anyway.
Fans to witness the first chapter of this new era in Jacksonville sports, and our Christina Burgess was there.
Girls basketball teams traveling from other cities to see the Waves make their debut, to family, friends, and even furry fans cheering on the team. These fans prove that they are ready to embrace the Waves.
This is lit, like I said, Duval is Duval. So, we're going to show up, we're going to show out.
The Jacksonville Waves made history on the First Coast, and the city showed up big time.
I'm very excited!
Watching a women's basketball league come here, that's just something that's great for the city and great for the community.
Friday night's inaugural Upshot League home opener against the Charlotte Crown was a complete sellout at VyStar Arena.
Dub City over here. Okay. You know how we do it in Jacksonville.
Bringing fans from all over. Trinity Elite Girls Travel basketball team
Go Waves!
Came all the way from Gainesville.
I'm ready to see them ball out.
Even some furry friends made their way to the game.
Winter Valentine. She's trying out for the mascot. The dominance of women's sports has always been in the shadows, and just to bring it to light, especially in a city like Jacksonville, is really going to be the step up to us getting even bigger, better, women's teams here in the town.
Fans like sisters Shalina and Jean say the team is exactly what the city needs.
Of course, we're used to having the Jacksonville Jaguars and everything, but it's time for the Waves. Come on. It's good for the city. It'll bring in a lot of funding and everything else, a lot of fun to the city.
Loving the atmosphere, and Jacksonville Waves, come on, we have this here in Jacksonville.
And if this sold out crowd was any indication, Jacksonville is ready to ride the wave together.
I'm really excited. I'm a hooper myself, so being able to have some type of professional basketball team here in this city, bringing the attention, bringing the excitement, so I'm all for it.
Go Waves! And this is just the start of the Waves season. To look at their schedule or buy tickets, you can go to wavesupshot.com. Outside VyStar Arena, Christina Burgess, First Coast News on your...
Let me see something. They tried to hurry up and hit me with that commercial. Not happening. Let me see. They tried to hit me with that commercial.
The sweet sound of selling an
Not
early
happening.
vintage.
Not happening. Get me out of that dumb commercial. Not happening. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Also, someone made a YouTube channel called Upshot Unfiltered. Let me see. Tell me this isn't, let me see. Okay, I don't know who that is.
All right.
Yo, I think that's that one dude who was following my my channel, my CFWB channel. And someone said, oh, some dude mentioned you in one of his videos. I think this that dude right here. He looked like that dude. So he started a channel called Upshot Unfiltered. When did he start this channel? May 4th. Oh my gosh. Damn, dude. So he ran and hurried up and started that channel recently. Yeah, this is what happened, man. They like, I'm gonna jump on this right now. Yeah, you got to get in on the ground floor. You know, I think like my issue is don't steal, don't plagiarize. Like, show love. You understand? Give a nod to who introduced you to this. You never heard of this until I start making YouTube videos about it. You understand? Last year. So I always say, man, listen, I learned about this league from this dude, his channel called CFWB God. He got a new channel called BAD. That's when I first learned about it. And I just want to be here and support these women. And, you know, to get in with this league. And that's all you got to do. Just show love. Like, don't be like that dude, keep the vagina in his mouth. KTV, keep the vagina in his mouth. Don't be like him and angry host sports fan and lurking on my channel and taking things I'm saying and going to their channel like they came up with it. You ain't got to do that. All you got to do is just be honest. But you know, that's what hoes do. That's what unoriginal lames do. You understand? That's what the lames do. They try to pretend that they came up with it. So you see this dude right here. No one heard of this. This is the same dude who was watching my channel and made a video about me. Mentioned me in my channel, on his channel. Because someone sent me the little link. So like, that's all you got to do. All you got to do is just be like, you know what, yeah, I found out about this channel by this dude named CFWB. You know, I want to shout him out. And yeah, baby, we in this. We in it, we in here. We getting in on the ground floor. And that's all you got to do. Like, you understand? It's simple. It's simple. It's real simple. But what I can say, I'm just super happy that, you know, everyone is now starting to talk about it. But I told y'all this would happen. They will wait until the last minute to talk about it. They just want to see when could it get lit. And then that's when everyone want to jump on it, right? Instead of talking about it from day one, like I did from day one, right? From day one. I'm doing this before Upshot even formed their YouTube channel. So they in my city right here. They was in my city right here. And I started talking about it. And this is before they even formed their own YouTube channel. So yeah, that's just sort of what it is, man. Like, gotta show love. Let me see. That's good. That's good. Let me see. Let me check that channel out. Yeah, this dude, he just showing stats, which is good. He doing YouTube shorts. He or she. Oh, they're all over the place. That's good. Softball. That's good. Right? I'm not mad. Like, this league needs all the attention it can get. All the attention it can get. So I'm super excited about it. Super excited. But I told y'all this would happen. Look at Sarah Spain interviewing Donna Orender about the Upshot League. I told y'all they were going to wait until the last minute to talk about it, which is what you've been witnessing. Instead of getting in on the ground floor and helping to build this league, you got channels larger than my channel. You have podcasts, you're on television, you have huge Twitter accounts and TikTok accounts and IG accounts, and you could have helped this league out even more. But the Upshot League is like, listen, man, we got this. Like, we're not stressing this at all. We got it. It's not. And so they had great success today. Great success today. It's just people always wait until it's lit, right? Like the WNBA. They waited until it got lit. Oh, damn, okay, it's safe to watch it. I guess I'll start watching it, right? These women would have been making millions of dollars 10 years ago if y'all would have supported 10 years ago, right? But it was like, no, we don't want to support 10 years ago because they were busy telling the women to go in the kitchen and make them a sandwich. They were busy, calling these women butch and dykes and all of these other things and black this and black that, right? Men and women, both men and women were hating on the WNBA. The WNBA 10 years ago could have been handing out millions of dollars. 10 years ago. This league would have expanded 10 years ago. Right? But men and women were busy hating on the league. And then Caitlyn the Angel get in the league, and then the league get lit. And then everyone want to jump on it. Right? So like the world is full of a bunch of followers following followers. The world is full of a bunch of wannabes who want to be wannabes. These people, they can't lead themselves. They're waiting to see where the crowd is, and then that's where they're going to go. Right? They're not pioneers. They're not trailblazers. They're not leaders. They're followers. So me with the Upshot League, the first to ever mention the Upshot League, and consistent with the videos. And I told y'all, I said, guess what's going to happen? You're going to see Keita Love Sports. You're going to see all these other people wait until the last minute, and they're going to finally talk about the Upshot League when it's too late. You understand? And they're going to wait until it's a little bit lit. And that's when that's what happened, right? I'm the first one to ever do YouTube content on about the WNBA on YouTube. That was not the WNBA or like some news channel or something like that. That was me. That was me, right? And then people wait, and now, it's safe to support the W. I guess I'm going to support the W. So that lets you know who's real and who's fake, who's genuine and who's disingenuous. You understand? And so like, that's what it is. Like, it lets you know who thorough. Like, I've been here when it was unpopular. I'm making fever videos, and I was doing good with my fever videos. I started in 2013. I felt like some videos I get over 1,000. Some videos I might get 10,000. Some videos I might only get 400. Some videos I might only get 150, but I was doing this before Leah Boston was on the fever. I was doing this before Tiffany Mitchell was on the fever. Like, this is how it is with me. So I've been doing this a long time. Covering the Chicago Sky before they won their championship in 2021. Covered the Chicago Sky before they got to the finals with Elena Deladon. Covered the Chicago Sky before it was popular to even talk about the Chicago Sky. Like, that's what I've been doing this a long time. I've been doing this a real long time. When you're getting 100 views, when you're getting 50 views and no one cared, covering the Mystics when no one cared, before Elena Deladon ever touched there, no one cared, right? And that's what it was, man. So I've been doing this a really long time, making videos about the San Antonio Silver Stars, and predicted that they were gonna relocate, predicted it. I made a video, and on the thumbnail, I show 50 people in attendance, literally 50 people in attendance. I said, San Antonio Superstars, they're going to leave. They can't, there's no way. They can't handle this. They're going to leave. And now they're the Las Vegas Aces. Like, I've been doing this a long time, before it was ever popular. But I'm a leader. I'm a trendsetter, right? Like, this God right here. So, like, I do everything first. And then I tell you that everyone wait, and they wait to do it. But everyone is waiting on a bigger channel. So, oh, that channel or that podcast or that person is famous. So if she or he says watch it or support it, then that's when they'll watch it and support it, right? And then I gotta make a video saying I told you so and then clown these people. Make a YouTube video about them, put them on a thumbnail and expose them. You understand? But like, that's what it is. That's what it is, man. So I do everything first, man. I do everything first. And I just sit back and watch everyone copy, plagiarize. Like, that's what it is, man. So, yeah, I feel good about this. I told y'all Chicago had the best roster in the league, and they do. And it's just so impressive, even though Tyler Marr screwed this game up by keeping Camilla in the game, and Skylar was out with an injury. This is extremely impressive. I don't do moral victories, but all this does is it just shows the world that Chicago has the best roster in the WNBA. That they literally almost beat the Mercury without Skylar Diggins, without 4 top players, and Tyler Marr screwed them by keeping Camilla in the game. And she wasn't a threat on offense, and they still almost won this game. I told y'all about Dallas when everyone had Dallas at the bottom. Jose is screwing them, but that's the second best roster in the league. Same with New York, right? Like, I'm telling you, and then everyone wait, and then they catch up. I told you about Washington. I told you about Washington last year. I told you about Golden State last year, and then, this is what it is. I told you about Kate Martin before her junior year. I said she's going to make it into the WNBA, and everyone was like, no, she isn't. Yes, she will. Yes, she will. She has a lot of upside. She's athletic as hell. She can make the three. She just got to fill out, right? Like, I do this, man. I do this, dog. I do this, and I just sit back and I just watch everyone copy and plagiarize, and they're late. They be trying to catch up. You can't catch up. You can never in your life catch up, right? And so, like, that's what it is. I told y'all about Caitlin. Before anyone ever heard of Caitlin, I'm pushing Caitlin content. Then I told you Caitlin is exposed because she doesn't improve her game in the offseason. She comes back every season with the same moves, and there it is. And so without that 3-point shot, she's dead in the water. So that's on her. I told you Indiana had the worst roster in the league. And in order for them to win games, she would have to shorten the rotation to 6, maybe flirt with 7, because they did themselves a disservice in the offseason and in the draft. I told you this, right? So this is what you're experiencing. This is what you're seeing. So what you're seeing, man. Like, let me read these comments real quick. Camilla should be ashamed of herself. Yeah, man, like, yeah, they got to get everyone healthy, get back. Get everyone healthy and get back. We should have won this game. We should have won this game, man. Yeah, YouTube, dude. Look at Maya Caldwell. They're feeling good, man. And Greensboro won, too. That's my girl. That's feeling good, man. Feeling good. I'm happy we signed Natasha Cloud, man. We needed her bad, y'all. Oh, she has a torn ACL. Wow. Oh, Skylar got hit in the face. Oh, that looked like a broken nose. Damn. And Kalia Copper clearly chopped her. That was intentional. That was 1,000% intentional. That should have been a flagrant 2. That was 1,000% intentional. That should have been a flagrant 2. Look at this. She chopped it at her face. Look at that. She wasn't even trying to go for the ball, y'all. She wasn't even trying to go for the ball. That was clearly intentional. So I told y'all Chicago should have won this game. They cheated. That should have been a flagrant 2. Alyssa Thomas chopped Koulibaly in the mouth on purpose. That should have been a flagrant 2, right? She also did an illegal screen right in front of their face, and they wouldn't call it. It's all Chicago was. Freaking Rakia Jackson fouled multiple times. Natasha Cloud fouled multiple times. Gabriella fouled multiple times. They wouldn't call it. So it was clear that they were trying to get his gain to Phoenix. Like, that's what it was. That was a clear chop to the face. That was 1,000% on purpose. Bro, she flat out punched her on purpose. You see that? That's right. That was 1,000% intentional. 1,000% intentional. She should have been, you review that, you got to kick her out of the game. And the fact that they left her in the game show you that the orders coming from the top, get his gain to Phoenix. This was 1,000% home cooking, y'all. And that's what it was. Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Absolutely cold-blooded, man. Damn, son. I thought Haley Van Lith put up some good numbers tonight. Let me see Haley. So I guess he went away from Charlize Ledger-Walker. Even though I thought she played, the stats I saw, it looked like she wasn't all that bad. Let me see. Damn, Neepkin, 17 minutes, only 3 points? That chick was 20%, missed both of her threes. They drafted you for your threes, chick. Damn. Haley Van Lith, 17 points. Come on, stop. Yeah, she just need to get some steals, but yeah, that's crazy. They had 6 players in double figures. All right, Charlize Ledger-Walker did good. Let me see the turnovers. No turnovers, no fouls. Damn, she had a great game. Nell is back, but you got to let her catch her breath. She just got over here. And Brittany isn't playing, and Olivia isn't playing. If Brittany was playing, they probably would have won this game. So if Brittany was playing the last game, if the referees weren't cheating, they probably would have won that game too. Crazy, man. Well, they got them a win, the Sparks, so they have to feel good about that. They have to feel good about that. 27-20. They also had 6 players in double figures. Nice. Come on, son. Yeah, 27 points from Nogic. Damn, son. That chick, Kalia Copper, was supposed to have been kicked out of the game, yo. That was cold-blooded. If Skylar didn't get injured, Chicago was winning this game. Cold-blooded. Damn, we only had 2 players in double figures, man. Just 2. 2 players in double figures. Crazy. And we still almost won this game. Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Okay, go.
There you go, baby. That's my girl, Cara Dunn, man. She should have went to the Upshot League. Yeah, Cara Dunn should have went to the Upshot League, man. Keep telling people, man, you keep playing these games if you want to. You keep playing these games if you want to, and you're going to lose out. You're going to lose out. Greed to get you, man. Even greed to get you. Greed will get you. You end up losing out. Think it's a game if you want to. And y'all be like, man, I never thought the WNBA would just plateau and then just do a nosedive. Now they're back to 03, 04 days when the league was going through it and they needed Donna Orender to come in and save it. And then here she is with the WNBA app. She creates the WNBA app, moves them into the digital space. Expansion under Donna Orender. She stabilized the league. Understand what I'm saying? Donna had to come in, and now she's the commissioner of the Upshot League. She saved the PGA Tour. 17 years. The PGA Tour isn't what it is today without Donna Orender. And she's just doing it the right way. They spoke to you about expansion in Jacksonville. You turned them down. The Upshot League was already years in the works. But right there, that sparked everything. When you said, no, okay, let's start the Upshot League. We got you. Then they approached you about merging to become a developmental league for you officially. And you like, we're still going to canvas it. Okay, boom, let's go. This chick's stupid. They're playing games. They're being greedy. They're trying to have it all. So guess what? We're gonna blow past you. And it is what it is. Or you're going to come on your knees begging to merge. It's simple, right? So, but that's what greed will do. That's what being egotistical will do to people. And you're going to look up one day if the WNBA isn't careful. They're being greedy. They're not careful. It don't seem like they'll fail, but they will, right? They will. What's this? Donna Orender. Told you. Yes, that's a fair assessment. Donna Orender served as the second president of the WNBA, succeeding Val Ackerman from February 2005 to 2010, taking the helm during a challenging period for the league. She focused on revitalizing the brand, operations, and business metrics when the league had faced years of declining attendance and financial pressures. Notable achievements include attendance turnaround, 5 years of consecutive growth after 8 years of decline, financial improvements. League operations became cash flow positive for the first time, double-digit growth across key metrics, including 20% sponsorship growth, even during the recession, and triple-digit digital growth. Media and TV deals, negotiated an 8-year extension with Disney, ABC, ESPN that, for the first time, included broadcast rights fees. Also drove 25% TV viewership growth. Labor stability helped secure a 6-year collective bargaining agreement. And that's what it is. Hold on. Don't forget about how she helped to move the WNBA into the digital space and the WNBA app. I said, oh my gosh, whoa. Don't forget. There we go. Come on, baby. There we go. Absolutely. That's another strong pillar of her impact. While the modern, fully featured WNBA app relaunched or enhanced in recent years with live streaming, personalized features, all of that, came well after her tenure. Donna Orender was instrumental in pushing the league aggressively into the digital space during a time when many sports properties were just starting to explore it. Digital push under Donna Orender. Her leadership delivered triple-digit growth in digital metrics, a standalone achievement amid the 2008-2009 recession. This included groundbreaking sales, marketing, and digital strategies that helped modernize fan engagement, content delivery, and online presence. She oversaw an innovation in early digital platforms, fan-facing websites, and emerging online video content distribution. This laid foundational work for what would evolve into mobile apps streaming. For example, precursors to League Pass enhancements and broader digital revenue streams. Sources highlight her role in helping innovate with groundbreaking digital strategies and guiding the league to increase digital growth. Her PGA Tour background, where she led global productions, programming, and digital businesses, gave her deep expertise here, which she applied directly to the WNBA. This forward-thinking approach helped shift the league from traditional media reliance toward a more connected, multi-platform fan experience, critical for long-term relevance. In short, Orinder didn't launch the polished WNBA app we see today, but she helped build the digital foundation and momentum that made later expansions possible. Her tenure turned digital from a side note into a core growth driver. Great addition to the conversation. Right? And like, that's what it is. So I keep telling people, and then that goofy chick, Keita Loves Sports, had the audacity to have some lame chick in the comments talking about Donna Orinder was the worst president the WNBA ever had. And this is clearly someone that doesn't know basketball, doesn't know the WNBA, and just ran in the comments to say something stupid. And Keita, her whole video about the Upshot League was retarded. And the fact that she let that dude or that female, that woman, say something, put something like that in the comments is ridiculous, right? So like, I just educated you about her. Like she's the real deal. Without Donna Orinder, you don't get the WNBA app, right? Your website isn't nowhere near modern. You don't have a revenue stream. You don't reach anyone. Donna Orinder did it. Without Donna Orinder, this league is dead. 1 trillion% dead, right? Donna Orinder was the best thing to ever happen to the WNBA. Period. The best thing to ever happen to the WNBA. Don't forget about expansion. Let's go. She was the best thing to have there. And now she's the commissioner of the Upshot League. And we just had the best opening that I've seen in a long time. So I'm just super excited about that. Yes, another key part of stabilizing and growing the league under Donna Orinder. Notable expansion moves, 2005-2010. Her presidency coincided with strategic additions and efforts to strengthen the franchise footprint. Chicago Sky 2006 debut, awarded in February 2005, right at the start of her tenure. You don't get the Chicago Sky without Donna Orinder adding a major market and bringing the league back to 14 teams after prior contractions. The Atlanta Dream. You don't get Angel Reese on the Atlanta Dream without Donna Orinder, because the Dream wouldn't exist without her. The Chicago Sky wouldn't exist without Donna Orinder, and the Atlanta Dream wouldn't exist without Donna Orinder. Awarded in October 2007, introducing the league to another strong Southern market and helping offset some of the earlier folding. Charlotte Sting folded after 2006. The league fluctuated around 13-14 teams during her time, with some relocations like Detroit Shock going to Tulsa. But these additions were part of broader efforts to open new markets, attract new owners, and build long-term stability. Donna Orinder publicly aimed for measured growth, noting goals like adding 2 more teams in the following 5 years from 2008, reflecting a focus on sustainable expansion rather than rapid overreach amid financial challenges, like what you're seeing with the WNBA now. And I warned you guys a couple years ago about rapid expansion, and you don't have the talent pool to support that. But you got a lot of buyers. They want in on it because it's cheap to purchase a WNBA team instead of trying to purchase or buy an NBA team, which will cost you $1 billion or more. It's cheap to build a $150 million training facility or a $60 million one instead of building one that costs $500 million or $250 million or $300 million. right? And so they're getting in to make money hand over fist. Look at the Valkyries. The NBA Golden State Warriors owner spent $50 million on it, and now that team is valued at over $1 billion. He's making money hand over fist. So Kathy was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And the other owners like, sure. So now you're dealing with rapid expansion, and you can't support that. The talent pool isn't there. So here comes Donna Orr to say, well, let's merge. The Upshot League can be a developmental league. We can both eat. We can both eat. And Kathy and them is saying, no, we want it all. So watch the WNBA fall. If they keep being greedy and they keep being reactionary and having no foresight and being corrupt, you will see the WNBA fall. I'm not saying it's going to go away, but it'll fall. It'll be a hard fall and a hard to recover fall. And in the Upshot League, it's up. Winning, 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 winning. Success, success, success. And then you'll look back on this video, I'll make it public again, and you'll look back on it and you say, man, BAD called it, CFWB called it. He said it and it happened. Okay, Donna Orender publicly aimed for measured growth, noting goals like adding 2 more teams in the following 5 years, reflecting a focus on sustainable expansion rather than rapid overreach amid financial challenges. This work complemented the attendance rebound, digital push, media deals, and sponsorship growth we've discussed, helping transition the WNBA from contraction risk to a more solid foundation. She stayed connected to expansion conversations even today, including recent interest in a Jacksonville franchise. Great point to highlight. Her tenure balanced immediate stabilization with forward-looking growth. Anything else from her era or beyond you want to add? No, like, this is what it is. This is what it is, y'all. Like this woman is amazing. This woman is, she was literally the best president we had. She was better than Val Ackerman, because under Val Ackerman, we saw damn near close to 10 years of failure. Once we got past the first few years of the WNBA, Val Ackerman, everything started to fall, right? And then here comes Donna Orender, and she saves the league. She saves the league. 2 expansion teams in 2 major markets, put the WNBA in a digital space, gave them their first big media rights deal where they can earn revenue actually from it, got the WNBA app, all of these things. That's because of Donna Orender. That's because of Donna Orender, y'all. And then after Donna Orender, that's when we started getting in Laura Ritchie, and things started to go under Laura Ritchie. Things fell off. She did some good things, but she fell off. And then, boom, here comes Lisa Borders, and things was falling under Lisa, although she helped the WNBA out, like with NBA Live, the video game. She was able to get the deal done with AT&T, and just some things she was able to do, Lisa Borders. But a lot of things, it started to suffer under Lisa Borders as well. She had some wins, but things started to suffer a little bit under Lisa Borders. And then here comes the commissioner, Kathy Engelbert. And Kathy Engelbert has saw success year over year, but that's off of the foundation that was laid by Donna Orender. The problem with Kathy is that she's more reactionary than she is proactive. And that's her issue. And she makes blunders. Now she knows how to clean things up, but she's also more prone to being pliable to those that don't have the WNBA's best interests in mind. So Kathy will fold. She will capitulate and give in to forms of corruption. And that's when you'll fall. That's when you'll fold, man. So the Upshot League is doing everything the right way. Amazing what she's doing for the Upshot League. It really is impressive. Donna Orender is hitting the ground running with the Upshot League. Just yesterday, the league kicked off its inaugural season, and she's serving as co-founder, investor, and commissioner. What makes Upshot stand out is designed as a professional women's basketball opportunity league. We're going to get into all that. Inaugural franchises, talent highlights, rosters features names like Asia Durr, Cheyenne Sellers, Deja Kelly. Investments backed by $40 million in investments. Plans call for 6 to 8 teams in 2027. It'll be more than that. Scaling towards no. 30 teams in 10 years. They'll get to 50 teams when it's all said and done, 50 or 60. Great investors. Donna Orender's approach emphasizes community uplift, fan connection, youth development, up everyone's shot, building on her WNBA stabilization playbook with a fresh focus on accessibility and pathways. All games are streaming on the league's YouTube channel with tickets available. It's a bold next chapter after her WNBA tenure, and the timing aligns perfectly with the surge in women's basketball interest. Like, serious, man. Like, I just read for y'all everything about Donna Orender. Well, wait a second. One more thing. She's a Hall of Famer. I think it's 4 times over. 4 times. And she played the sport. She played the sport. This chick is a Hall of Famer, y'all. Right? So, like, it's levels. Spot on. She's a legitimate multi-time Hall of Famer. Donna Orender has been inducted into at least 4 major Hall of Fames, and arguably more depending on how you count them. A testament to her playing career, executive leadership, and impact on women's sports. Queens College Athletics Hall of Fame, honoring her All-American playing days as a standout guard for the Knights. National Jewish Sports Hall of Fame, 2006, recognizing her athletic and professional achievements. International Jewish Sports Hall of Fame, further cementing her legacy in Jewish sports history. Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, a recent and well-deserved honor for her pioneering work as a player, executive, and builder of the game, inducted this past weekend relative to some reports. She's also been inducted into the Jacksonville Sports Hall of Fame in 2024, adding a local community layer to her honors. This 4 times Hall of Famer status or more perfectly caps off her journey from pro player in the old WBL to PGA Tour executive, WNBA stabilizer, and now Upshot League trailblazer. It's rare to see someone excel at that level across playing, business, and leadership and get recognized for it repeatedly. What an icon. Which of her honors stand out the most to you? Like, all of them. Like, this is what this is, right? We literally had, I mean, this woman is like a gift from the creator, y'all. I mean, seriously, like, this woman is like a gift from the creator. The WNBA was dying. Captain Val Ackerman was murdering this league. And then God was like, here's Donna Orender. I'm going to send you Donna Orender. And then she saves the league. And then once she leaves, Laura Ritchie the league is falling again. And then Lisa Borders, the league is falling. And then Kathy is able to save the league, right? And that's what, but Kathy she is more prone to capitulating to the powers that be, and they don't have the WNBA's best interests in mind all of the time because of their greed, right? And so that's the problem, man. And now look at what she's doing with the Upshot League. Look at what she did to the PGA Tour. Like, this woman is a gift from the creator, blessing. Look at what she's doing with Generation Wow, Generation W, and Generation Works. Like, it's amazing, y'all. And she played the sport. This is a Hall of Famer 4 times over, really 5 times. Right? Like, it's serious, man. So it's serious. Like, you said, well, why are you bringing this up? I'm trying to tell you what's going to happen. I'm trying to tell you what's going to happen. This woman asked the WNBA about an expansion for a Jacksonville team, and they turned them down. Okay, well, check this out. Let's start the Upshot League. Then she goes back to the WNBA and Kathy and says, hey, let's merge. We can be a developmental league for you. And they said, we'll get back to you. Okay, boom, we're moving on without you. 30 teams in 10 years, 50, 60 teams when it's all said and done. We're too big to merge at that point. We don't need you. We're making too much money. We don't need you. And now everyone is falling in love with the Upshot League because they see their favorite players who should be on WNBA rosters. But you're dealing with contract politics, roster politics, favoritism, incompetence, and gross negligence. And that's what it is. So, okay, boom, like, we're done. We don't need you. Now, based off of what they saw today and what they'll see with Savannah home game and with Charlotte's home game and how this thing is going to keep moving, guess what's going to happen? Hey, wait a second. They're going to come crawling. Going crawling back. Can we merge now? Can you guys be a developmental league for us? That's how it is, man. It's wild. It's real wild. Anyway.